Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Hello, you're watching Football Catch Up on Matt Talks Football, where we take the piss out of the football news in the recent few days. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button. Don't worry, I can wait. We start off today's episode with a positive for Manchester United. They have finally signed a player. After failed summer moves for Dembele, Sancho, Bale, Sarr, Jovic, Telles, Thiago Alcantara, N'Golo Kante, David Alaba, Manchester United have finally signed themselves a 33-year-old striker in Edinson Cavani. And I'm not saying it's actually a bad signing for Manchester United because Edinson Cavani is a top-class striker. But it's actually Cavani I feel sorry for. After being linked in the summer with some big clubs like Atletico Madrid and Inter Miami, he's now had to settle for Manchester United. That is the only positive that Manchester United could take from this weekend though. They found themselves humiliated by former boss Jose Mourinho in what I could only describe as an embarrassment for this Manchester United team. And I think it's time for United to say, Ollie gonna fuck off. Fulham and Sheffield United continued their 100% record of losing every single game so far this season. Fulham lost 1-0 to Wolves, while Sheffield United lost 2-1 to Arsenal. One team that didn't continue their 100% record though was Leicester. They lost 3-0 to West Ham in what I could only describe as a surprising result, considering that last week Leicester beat Manchester City 5-2. Does that mean that West Ham are now a bigger team than Manchester City? Talking of Manchester City, their stuttering start to the season continued. After dropping points to Leicester last weekend, they managed to drop more points to Leeds United with a 1-1 draw. And I don't mean to disrespect Leeds Football Club because they've been absolutely fantastic this season. But could you imagine spending hundreds upon hundreds of £1 million on new players to be beaten by a manager who sits on a bucket? Although it's not all doom and gloom for Manchester City though, because Richard Keys, he's offered his opinion on how Manchester City could improve their defensive side.
I don't know.
It can't be that hard. He could go and watch Roy Hodgson work, or he could bring Sam Allardyce in on a temporary basis. I mean, any of these guys have shaped teams defensively, haven't they?
They should be.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why nobody takes Richard Keys fucking seriously. Everton continued their fine start to the Premier League season with a 4-2 win over Brighton, and it was a typical Everton performance. James Rodriguez was class again, Dominic Calvert Lewin scored again, and Jodan Pickford made a mistake again. And Dominic Calvert Lewin has found himself recently noticed by England manager Gareth Southgate. He's been handed his first international call-up alongside Arsenal's Saka and Leicester City's Harvey Barnes. Harry Maguire has also found himself reinstated into the England squad after his summer antics in Greece. However, both Greenwood and Phil Foden were left out of the squad, with Southgate stating that he needed to send a message to all players in the England camp at all age groups that their behaviour is not acceptable. And that's right, kids. You can go around punching law enforcement and starting fights abroad, but don't you dare think of having consensual sex with another adult. Anyway, that pretty much sums up the latest football news. If you did enjoy the episode, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy my content, and I'll see you guys in another video.